better now.
A little OCD on that. It's Friday night.
Oh, it is. It is a Friday night.
It's Friday night. So, Friday nights.
I know.
I just got a flashback of like the late 70s, early 80s Friday night double features. Friday night.
Like a monster movie double feature?
Like on the TV, they would have what were the Friday night stuff they had? Freaky.
It was usually horror movies, monster movies, what I remember anyway.
You're talking about on TV, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes.
Friday night.
The double feature.
And that's when the rural people went out to the drive-in movies.
It is. I like going to the drive-in movies.
It was fun.
Yeah. You can still go to them here. There's one down in Ennis.
In Ennis.
They got the little speaker that fits on your window.
Yeah.
You hear Herb Alpert.
Yeah. They have a bunch of them, like eight screens maybe? I don't know.
They haven't upgraded that audio processing yet.
No, it's all mono.
It's real tinny. And
Are you asking, or
Yeah.
are you
No,
saying
it is.
You know what?
surely it's better?
No, they wouldn't have a Bluetooth to your car.
No, they probably got
Because
a
that'd run
radio
down your
frequency they
battery.
put out.
Well, they do, but that means your batteries would die. If you're sitting there with your car turned on for 2 hours.
Hey,
Well,
No, everybody has
You
their cars
gotta own
running, and the
Just
pollution,
exhaust
yeah,
everywhere.
The exhaust just fills up the entire area.
Every
yeah.
day the paramedics come, we have carbon monoxide poisoning.
Yeah, they lose.
Paramedics
They
are out
lose,
there.
they lose a couple customers a night. It's
Yeah.
fine.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All right,
worth
well,
it.
it is. It's August 22nd, 2025. It is a Friday night. It's Dudes Like Us. Chuck, the producer's back from vacation. What's up, sir?
Howdy.
I'm Sean.
I'm Paul.
And I'm Jeff.
And this is Dudes Like Us. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Dudes Like Us -podcast. Dudes Like Us -woodcraft. Is that the other one?
Yes.
Yeah, woodcrafting galore.
Yeah. Chuck's all bronzed. He showed us his bikini tan lines earlier.
Oh,
I'm
really?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
copper toned up.
Yeah.
I must have missed that.
I did too.
I'm okay with that, though.
Well,
Yeah.
he can
So where
pull
was the-
he can pull his shirt down. He can see his bikini top.
Oh,
Wow.
beautiful.
You wore a bikini?
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
I don't know.
I hear,
She said something landed.
I hear,
Oh, Steven landed. Him and Camden came back from Croatia.
Wow.
oh.
They just landed.
Ooh.
So,
Oh, that's exciting.
yes. Yeah, it was actually very, very nice over there. Sending pictures.
Yeah. That's the former Yugoslavia.
Correct.
And I was there when it was Yugoslavia.
That's when Sarajevo.
I was
That's what,
just a
because that's
kid. I
where
was just a kid.
that's where all the Serbian war was,
Yes. Croatia,
which was nasty.
Serbia, and there's one other one,
No,
Montenegro.
well, they went to Montenegro. I think there's 4 countries that are made up of it now.
Yeah, what a mess.
Yeah.
Bosnia,
Bosnia. I forgot about Bosnia.
Herzegovina, Croatia,
Serbia.
And they're all tiny, right?
yeah,
Are they all
Serbia.
like super tiny little
the
countries?
Serbs. Well, it's funny. Or I don't know if it's funny, but Croatia has all of that coastline. Bosnia
They scored.
has like a little bit of finger
Just a little
that
strip.
sticks out right there.
They're like, yeah, you
Nope.
get this.
No, it's not even.
There you
It's
go.
right there. It's like a little penis.
That's so you can get your fishing boats in the water.
Yeah, they have one little thing.
Yep.
Got that little penis sticking out there.
And you know that, like
Oh.
the ultra rich Bosnians got
Got a
the
lip.
Yeah.
got the oceanfront property.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
That's the Adriatic, right?
Adriatic Sea. Yeah, they went swimming in that.
Very nice.
Yeah, they sent pictures. That's where I think it was in Croatia where Game of Thrones was filmed. And
Oh.
he called me one day. He FaceTimed me. He goes, "Yeah, we sat on the steps of the Shame, where she walked down those steps.
Oh, cool.
So they had a picnic on that. They had a bottle of wine.
Was
and-
Stephen naked?
Did they recreate the scene?
they were.
That's what I asked.
They
I
were
was,
both naked.
that's what I asked. I was like, "Do you strip down and walk it nude?"
And people were
Camden
throwing.
was naked, and Stephen was throwing shit at her. Shame.
I said that. I was like,
Shame.
he's like, no, it was
that's so
Camden.
fun though, right?
I was
Yeah.
like, no, Camden did it. I was like, so you just throw a pile of shit at her?
Mm-hmm.
I think they were throwing more than that at her.
I think some semen went.
Eggs.
I think there was.
Oh, they went MIGs?
I think they did, dude.
Yeah, because there's some guy just pummeling him his wiener and just.
There was
all of
like
a
the
sudden he had a
silence of a
handful
lamb.
He was?
Oh, yeah.
Swaddled.
Are
Go
you
back
being
and watch
serious?
it.
Oh, geez. I guess I chose to ignore that.
I watched Game of Thrones 4 times because I watched it
Wow.
myself.
Oh.
Then I watched it with Brandon. Then I watched it with actually 3 times. Then I watched it with my wife, so I saw it 3 times. So,
I've only seen it once. I would love to see it again.
Yeah.
it was
I
good.
would too,
It
man.
was well done. Anyway, so that's
Except
where they were.
for one of the last season where the dark
Yeah.
episode. That was stupid.
That
Yeah.
fell apart.
Yeah, it
No,
felt-
just the way they ended it. fell apart.
They lost directive. They forgot what the frick they're doing. They didn't follow the storyline. There was a bunch of
There
weird
was no
shit.
storyline. The books quit.
Yeah, that's the
Well,
problem.
that's my point. Is that
They
there
didn't
was
have a book
nothing
to go
there.
by, yeah.
Yeah, but why they should have consulted Mr. Martin. And
Well, I think I
he
read-
should have told him like, how to end this
I
thing.
think I read somewhere some guy just sued Martin and is trying to force him to have someone else finish the books because he wants to
Oh my
finish
God.
the story.
that is derangement.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
going to sue you, so you hand it off to another. He even named the author. He goes, you need to give it to this person so he can finish it
Oh my God,
because you're not going to do it.
that's so funny.
That's you know what? Fuck him. Because what if he comes back and hey, you know what? I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it on my own terms and on my own time.
I think what everyone's afraid of,
Shlabba-dabba-ding-ding.
whether he finishes it or not, I don't give a shit. I'll read it if it comes out.
they think he's going to die.
But
before he
yeah, they're
finishes.
like, he's going to die before it comes out. Then
He's
we're not going
not
to know what's
young.
going to happen. No, he's not in good shape either.
right.
Or he's not healthy looking.
How do you know? He may have already written it.
He could have. He
He's
could
just
be.
probably like, yeah, bitches. When
it
I
could
die,
be-
I'll release it.
I guess he's being kind of coy about it because I think he clearly has said he's not done with it.
So there are writers, artists out there that have a stockpile of work in their safes. You know, like Prince is
Prince had a shit ton of
when
music.
he passed away, they found all kinds of music in his safe or somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, it's no different than songwriters, right? Songwriters that are like hugely successful have thousands of songs that no one's ever.
Never see the light of day until
Yeah.
they.
Well, just like the Beatles released a new song, a few years ago? Remember that?
Yeah.
No.
They had AI finish it, and I don't think it was very good.
Tell you, AI is I saw a meme on it was not a meme, it was on YouTube. It can be considered a meme, whatever. And they had one of these YouTube guys, an older guy. He's a musician. He's an expert guitarist, and he can play. One of these guys that plays just about every instrument. And he was like, you know what I found out, and I've been working with this for the last month. He was like, I figured out that AI or ChatGPT or one of these programs, they can create albums just by telling AI what to do. And he sat there and described a girl, young, gave her some influence from where she came from.
Yep.
And she's writing, I want you to create an album that envelops this type of music with this style of influence.
Correct.
And dude, it whipped out.
Yeah.
Not only did it whip out a full album, but the first 3 songs that he went through were good. Great harmonizing.
Wow.
I mean, it was.
That's going to destroy the creative industry.
That's
man.
why a lot of folks, especially with that, remember the writer's strike last year, a couple years
oh,
ago?
Yeah.
That's what they're afraid of. They're like, look, AI is going to come along. All I have to do is pump it an idea. Boom, our jobs are gone.
Yeah, and it saves the people that are paying them so much money.
Yeah. So that's what that whole writer's strike, well, the big chunk of what the writer's strike was
Yeah, I
about.
remember.
I mean, but if AI is doing a better job,
I don't know.
hell, that could take over my job eventually.
Well, the thing is, right
Yeah.
now, typically, ChatGPT, Grok, all of these, you could tell when it's a AI response. When someone copies and pastes like a comment on a news story or something like that.
Yep.
It's all formatted and it's worded. The way these things word it is not natural yet.
Right.
You can tell that it's an AI.
Right.
The way it lays it
And
out
then
and everything.
I've been told that like stuff that's generated creatively, like songs or that kind of stuff, it lacks a human element to it as well, where it's like there's no soul to it. You know what I mean? It's just methodical and rhyming, and it's kind of dumb.
Well, the thing is with music, I think today's music is so overproduced.
Right.
When you listen to it, everything's auto-tuned. All the voices are perfect,
That's
auto-tuned.
perfect for AI then.
On timing, they have everything timed correctly. And you go back, the music we listened to, Boston Journey, Doobie Brothers, all that was all natural, actually playing the music.
Right.
So if you sang
In
good,
the studio.
like Brad Delp, he hit all those notes naturally.
Right.
If he was today, they'd be trying to correct everything.
Yep.
Now, he was close. He probably wasn't perfect.
to have some auto tune going on.
Yeah, and that's bullshit, And and I think auto-tune and all these new techniques take the warmth, the natural, or whatever humanity out of the music itself. So I don't think the music today, I'm saying there's some music that I like today, but it's not as good as it was.
I think, this is going to be a while. I think we're going to go through a period where it becomes nostalgic to go back to the way it was. Think of LPs, right? That's making a huge comeback.
What does LP mean?
Long play.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But that's making those records. Like records are making a comeback, right? Because they think
vinyl?
Vinyl. They think it's sounds better and it's just kind of cool. And so I can see that coming full circle with AI. With like songwriting and it's gonna have more something if it's naturally written.
I think
we'll see.
I think look, money is the root of all evil.
For sure.
Money is the root of all evil
and the motivation for
ever.
it.
And I think that once, if they find some sort of way that they can not pay, they're going to do it.
Yeah,
and that's the way that's the new. That's what's going to happen from moving forward. And it's sad, and a lot of people are going to lose their jobs.
A lot.
Yeah.
Well, it's already starting to happen, especially in some of these big corporations. The FANG groups, right?
Yep.
All the IT folks are getting let go. Because you got especially the entry level folks, because that's basic shit where you can have the AI do it.
Yep.
Right. So I'm reading on some of these subreddits, these especially IT. All these guys get out there and they bitch when they get laid off, and it's always AI or H-1Bs is another one.
Right.
Where they said AI actually stands for actually India.
Right.
Whatever. These H-1B guys need to go back to where they came from anyways. And if the United States needs to stop paying for that kind of stuff. It's absolutely stealing from we're hemorrhaging from these programs.
From jobs, yeah. Well, I heard today that the big nasty semi-truck crash down there in Florida.
That dude, yeah.
Yeah, they just today announced that they are no longer allowing visas for foreigners to become truckers. To get
in California?
Everywhere.
I thought that was already
a federal deal.
I thought that was already in place.
Well, federal law now. That was California who issued it to the illegal alien.
Yeah.
And apparently he couldn't even read. He couldn't read the signs.
Oh, lovely.
So he did did you see the wreck? Killed a couple of folks.
In a minivan, right?
Yeah. So this gentleman comes into the United States 7 years ago and gets a
CDL.
Somehow gets his trucker's license, and
I don't see
the
how.
license allows him to travel across state line and deliver across the United States. And he makes this U-turn, Paul. Can you imagine those U-turns in the middle of the highway that are designed for the police, or something like that to do a U-turn? He takes his truck, slows down, and does a U-turn, and someone just rams in doing 70, 65, whatever it is. Instant death.
Yeah. Killed 2 people, I think.
Total of 3. I don't know where the third
3.
one. If there, I don't know if it was from another car, the same car, but 3. One of them died later in the hospital. But look at this, Paul. No, I don't know if this is it, but that's something similar. But that's kind of what he did right there.
And the minivan went straight in the middle of the trailer.
Here's the actual footage here. You got this dude. Boom.
And he didn't seem to give a shit.
Oh, dude. I mean, look at that.
He's just like, oh, shit.
Oh, my God. Did you see what just happened?
Yeah, he didn't react at all.
I think that is probably the biggest. Look, there's a lot of problems here, but the fact that he didn't have any emotion about it, if he would have had some remorse or something that was like, oh my God,
I know.
that was a huge fuck up. I just fucked up. But there was nothing. In fact, there's another picture of him where he's out of the truck,
look at him. He's
standing, walking around.
He's like, damn it.
And he's like, fuck, now I'm going to be late,
Oh my God.
Doesn't even care.
Yeah, that's awful. He sees it and he's like, "Oh, okay. Well, someone just hit my cab. I guess that's going to be."
But what I think what's bad is
insurance.
California allowed him to get his driver's license. Again, I have my CDL, and it's not the Class A; it's the Class B, and it's intense. So it's a lot of tests and everything. He can't even read the signs. My question is, how did he actually get this?
Because it was a program where
they memorize them. So they already know what the tests are, and they memorize the questions and the answers to say it in English.
Yeah, but I think
I wasn't given the exam.
But I think California
to memorize.
It's in California. I mean, I think
California's deliberately passing them because they want to give them an opportunity because they're here illegally, which
correct.
That way they can work.
Correct.
It has to do with the company they're working for too. They're specifically, giving them the test ahead of time so that they can.
Right.
Well, no. The state issues the CDL. The company doesn't.
So what's interesting,
the company prepares it for it.
is so the company basically gives them the cliff notes to the test that's going to be happening so that they can prepare for it.
I see what you're saying.
So there are truck drivers, like there are memes out there, and this happened prior to this incident that just happened. Like in Arkansas, there's truck drivers that are getting pulled over, and all it is they give them a test. Hey, look, can you read English? Yes, I can. Can you please read this? And you have to read it.
Right.
And I think that's crazy. And at first you're kind of like, why the fuck are they fucking with these guys?
Right.
At first that's what I was thinking. Like seriously, less than a month ago, I was like, why are you fucking with these guys?
Right.
And then this happens. And I was like, that's why they're fucking with these guys.
Because that's what they're dealing with.
Because they can't read a sign.
Yeah, they can't read.
Yeah, but he knew very well that was an illegal turn. I mean, he knew very well. It wasn't a matter of
that's not about
being able to read a
that's
sign.
about aptitude.
Yeah,
that's about caring. And
yes. That's about, I need to turn around, so I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, he didn't anyway. But the thing is, California,
it's horrific.
I wonder if there's going to be any repercussions, because if he got his CDL in California to whatever program he got it, he should have been limited to only drive in California.
So the governor,
in my opinion,
Gavin Newsom, he puts out on X, and he was.
Did he support the guy?
What he said was, oh, well, that happened on Trump's watch, and this happened and this happened.
Not.
Oh, 100%. And he was like, they're the ones that passed us and made this happen. And check it. And then what a genius. He's in, and then I forget, the attorney general or something, she has a response right back to him. It says, Donald Trump turned down his license. They denied it. And then Biden's administration came back and approved it 3 years later.
Really?
And that's how he got his.
Did Newsom come back with any?
Oh, he didn't say shit after that. And then at the very end, she was like, "Signed, genius."
It's frustrating.
It is frustrating because it's just this tit for tat with the left and right going back and forth.
And none of them are serious.
The gerrymandering going on, and the courts, and the Democrats finally showed up, and then
that all passed, didn't it?
Yes, I think it did. Did Crockett lose her job now? Is she out?
No, she has to get voted out.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that if her seat disappears, she disappears.
No, it's not the way it works. No. Yeah, what they're doing is basically setting up for the next election.
Yeah, the next election.
2026.
Next November.
Right.
I just trip out on these Democrats and how they're coming back and they're complaining about the gerrymandering when they're the ones that created it in the first place.
Right.
And even like my good friend, Vicente Gonzalez down in South Texas is complaining. He was just like, he's like up in arms about it. I'm like, dude, you were in District 15 or 17, I forget what it was. You were in District 15. Now you're in District 34. Why? It's because District 15 turned Republican and they gerrymandered a way for you to maintain your job. I didn't say that to him, but I'm thinking, it's like, what the heck, man?
That's the way it works.
It's just like tit for tat. That's why we have it. And there should be gerrymandering anyways. Yeah. I think that they should just have zones, and that's the way it is.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Yep.
And by the way, this happens all the time.
Yeah,
the Republicans do it, the Democrats do it in every state.
But I think where the difference is the Democrats are clutching their pearls so badly about this, but when you look and see what they did in other states,
awful.
It's like is it Connecticut, where 100% of the representation is Democrat, yet there's 30% Republicans in the state, or something like that.
40% almost.
Yeah, or Republicans in the state, but there are zero Republicans being represented in the House.
Right.
So it's in California's just like that. Illinois is like that. There's a slew of them that are like that. Yeah, but when Texas does it, they get all butthurt about it.
Well, and then California's strategy on countering that, they've already gerrymandered the shit out of California. They've already done that, and they're like, oh, okay, well, if Texas is going to do that, and you guys are going to try to gain 5 or 6 seats, we're just going to redraw the maps. Well, you've already done it, and they're going to do it even more to where it's like Rhode Island, I guess.
Right.
I mean, it's all a joke, man.
Yeah.
These people are a joke.
But
they're non-serious.
But an independent party will draw it. So if an independent party, they could probably look at it and go, wow, this is gerrymandered to shit. We should put it back to where it actually represents.
Yeah.
Instead of this, all right, now you're 100% Democrat now.
Right.
That's not independent then.
No. Of course not. They're bought.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. There it is. What's it saying? Based on the 2020 House results, here are the deltas for the 10 states with the most districts. I don't know what that's really telling us.
Well, I mean,
this one says how many how many people have voted Republican versus how many they actually have in the House?
I think
how many
ultimately
representatives they have.
What really should happen is we just need to have a more broad education of how government works. Because when I went to school, gerrymandering was a definition that we had to learn.
It's been around forever.
Yep. So I mean, they did teach it, but I think that they need to do a better job. They need to do a better job in these schools. Definitely across the board. Financing for, personal financing. They don't teach jack shit because they want you to be broke.
Well, Frisco passed that if in order to graduate, you have to take a personal finance class now.
Nice. Yeah, well, that's excellent. They need to.
That's important.
I'm glad they did
that.
That's
home repair one
that
too.
Starts this year. This year's
a handyman. What do they call that? It's in the same category as auto repair or shop. It's like a form of shop.
Frisco has that.
Yeah, home repair, handyman stuff.
They have shop and all kinds of stuff at the Cape that you could do.
Man,
that's offered.
That's excellent. Yeah.
It's offered.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's just the kids need to take it.
Back to your point, Sean, about having education about the way our government works. I would say most people don't even understand that there's a state government.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about real basic shit.
Look,
they don't know that there's a state government, a federal government. They don't know that there's a county, part of that, and then a city part of that. They have no idea.
No.
I mean, my wife grew up in Irving, Texas here, and she does not know how it works.
Right.
And
she's not alone.
Yeah, that's my point. And I'm not throwing stones at her.
Yeah.
Because it's and look, I'm not. No one's the expert at it, really.
No.
There's only a few people that really understand it.
Well,
and when you understand it, you get up in arms because you're kind of like, I can't believe it. Because if more people understood it, the silent majority would stand up and go and vote. Because these people, the citizens, if they knew how important it was to vote, they would be out at every single function and reading the criteria to every one of these bullet points to go and vote because it's important.
Well,
you saw
the runoff we just had here. I think 6,000 people voted or something ridiculous like that out of 250,000. Now those aren't all voting age.
I think everybody's. Deliberately disillusioned, right? I mean. They want the voters to be disillusioned. They want them to be ignorant. You know what I mean?
Well, they do.
And then it's very successful. I think most people don't want to get involved in politics, don't really want to understand, don't really want to vote because they're like, what's the point? My vote doesn't really matter. It's
there you go.
They're disillusioned.
13,000 people voted.
Yeah,
wow.
it does matter.
225,000.
Yeah.
Residents. Not all of those are registered.
Yeah, but the ones we wanted are in. That's great.
Yeah, but it's just I don't know how to convey to the general population how important it is because I think the more people that got involved in it, the more we'd really squash this undercurrent that's pulling us down. I
think a lot
it's got to be yin yang. I get it.
Yeah, I think a lot of it starts at the school board level, at the city council level. Because a lot of this craziness that you see on these school boards is you get these very activist people who were really involved, who run for these school boards and then enforce their whacked out ideas.
Right.
And then people are surprised that, wow.
How did that happen?
Well, they were involved, and they probably saw, what, I could run, and I could probably try to, I'll get my buddies to run.
Like putting prayer rooms in schools and hanging gay flags in classrooms.
Well, not just that, but just, the whole gender thing, letting the guys play with the girls.
Yeah, and having them go in the women's bathroom.
And stuff like that. Yeah, so that
tampons in the boys' bathroom?
Yeah, and the school boards drive that.
Thanks, Obama.
You'll have the majority of people in the crowd going, "This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous." Then I'm like, "Well, then you should run, and overturn all this shit and get these people out of there."
Right.
I don't have time for that.
Yeah, they got voted in.
I'll make time for that.
I mean, maybe you don't have time, but you don't have connections. You got to know the right people.
To get in office?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
For you got anything.
You got to get backing.
I would get involved. I mean, it's just the HOA, but I'd get involved in it. I wouldn't feel, I'd go in there, I'd rattle the cage like a crazy man. I'm telling you, I'd be strutting around. Oh, there goes that Sean again. Freaking narcissist.
Swinging his dick.
At least he's got his thong on today. He was naked yesterday.
So I don't know if you can see on the Texas map, our new District 4 kind of goes up between the Tollway and Preston Road here, all along Collin County line, and then goes all the way out east past, to almost to Texarkana.
So we have that Red River area and a finger that sticks down.
And a finger that sticks down Preston Road to the Dallas County line. And then we have 3 that goes...
What would be the rationale behind that?
5-6 counties wide.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. I
mean, why would the blue just go all the way over to the county and the green come over to the county?
Yeah, I don't know.
So we can protect from Oklahoma.
They're trying... they're gerrymandering.
And look how it's a squiggly line, too. It's not even a straight line.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, so they're literally picking and choosing which subdivision.
This neighborhood sucks, right?
That's right. That's right. That's what they're doing.
This is the hood.
They do. They get down to that granular level.
Yeah,
that might even be City Hall right there.
You know how you zoom in on those pictures and you can pixelate? And then you turn on all the pixels on and off. That's exactly what they do, down to the freaking subdivision level. That's crazy.
Well, I know when they redistrict for schools, they do that.
This District 15 goes all the way from the Rio Grande all the way to freaking almost Austin.
Yeah. So what district is McAllen? Oh, it's 34. So I guess the prior one was 15. I did say that correctly.
Right. Yeah. They got a little zoom in.
So is this the proposed?
This is the proposed that passed. Yes.
So what was it before? Do we have a before and after? Because I'm curious to see how because that looks more, at least down at the bottom, it's very blocked. Not
you see all the stuff in West Texas, it's 100% blocks.
Yeah, because nobody lives there.
Yeah, nobody's there, and it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect anything. So just leave it as a block.
No. All right, for our listeners out there, we're looking at voting lines.
Well, he'll be able to show it on the
district.
video.
Yeah, district boundaries.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, so
give me a sec.
I know there's some gerrymandering. I know I saw Dan Crenshaw's once, and he always gets questioned out. Why is your district looks like a fucking squirrel? It's like this going through downtown Houston or something like that.
They deliberately weeded out every single possible.
Because we got a band of my good old boys from neighborhood to neighborhood. We got to envelop all my buddies.
Yeah. They eliminated all left-leaning areas.
Hey, Bob, you think you can stretch that line over our HOA? Yeah.
Right.
It's close.
Yeah. Speaking of Crenshaw, the cities kind of have squirrely ones where they grab one neighborhood and not one neighborhood, and Crenshaw's that way. The top 5 most gerrymandered districts, 2 were in Texas. I mean, so we're not immune to it. We're definitely.
We absolutely do it just like everybody else.
Yeah.
100%. Because that's how you get elected.
Right.
And that's how you keep a party in power. That's why they do it. And it's
the Texas House.
It's not right, but
so I'm wondering these
that was the old one.
These congressmen that failed to show up. I mean, are there going to be repercussions for them delaying things?
They were fined $9,000.
Right?
Yeah, is that what the repercussion is?
Probably
for now. Yeah,
probably. Yeah.
They threatened them with a felony.
So I'm thinking that there needs to be some language put in, and this should be adopted by both sides. I mean, you can, what is it called when you filibuster? I mean, is this a form of filibustering?
It's sort of. I mean, basically.
But there's rules around filibuster. Like, you have to stand there at the podium and you cannot leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is breaking quorum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There should be, in my opinion, they should install some rules that say, look, man, if you
run, you get kicked out.
Yeah, well, not just that, but
the governor, I get to appoint your replacement.
If you don't show up for your job, and to make quorum, then you need to have an alternate. And if your alternate can't make it, well, then
Well, that's what they had, and they were threatening that. They were like, okay, well, if you're not back by a certain day, we're going to vacate these positions.
What is it?
Yeah, but that day came and went.
What is it called when you have that document that this person's voting for me?
Proxy.
Yeah, proxy. Then it should automatically go to a proxy.
Right.
And then you're done.
But to your point, it was just another strategy to disrupt the proceedings.
Yeah, and it's immature, and
But there's a lot at stake, right? They know they're going to lose a bunch of seats.
Well, they want exposure.
It's not a guarantee that we're going to win 5.
No, it isn't.
It's not. It's stacking the deck, but it's not a guarantee.
Right, but they pretty much know it is, I think. And that's why they're so passionate about it.
But what's the other angle on that? From what I understood, it's like they're like, well, it's okay that they did this, but why did they choose now? Is it uncharacteristic?
Yes, because you do it at the beginning of the census, mid-census, because we're doing it, 5 years in? You don't do it midstream.
Oh, right. I didn't hear that.
But there was a court order that said we needed to do it because the old one there was something wrong with the old one. So they needed. There was a priority to go do this, and to do it now, it looks bad because it's midstream of the census when you normally do it. Right.
So who did the court order?
I'll have to.
Was that done in the Biden era? Maybe. I mean, because that's something that had to have been down the pipe for a while. That just doesn't happen overnight.
But if you're going to look at it from that angle, it's probably a Republican judge. So I mean, that's what they'll claim.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't.
But it's just odd.
Yeah, I didn't hear about the judge ordering us to do this.
Yeah, I didn't hear that either.
Because I'd figure that even, the news radio would have said something about that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I know all the Dems, all the talking heads on the TV are all up in arms that they're doing it midstream, or whatever they call it, midterm or whatever.
Yeah, they're going to jump on
you just
anything.
You can't do that. You do it at the beginning of it.
They want to make it every single little thing divisive. Anything. Like, are we going to be able to find that, Mr. Producer?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's not. Yeah. We'll figure it out. But I was gonna jump ship here on these. God bless it. These Democrat cities where you have these Ubers that are driving from point A to point B, and they are reporting. The passengers are reporting assault from these Uber drivers to the passengers.
No, not necessarily. Is
it the other way around?
Assaults that happen in an Uber, regardless of whether it's the driver or not. Yes, and it's not just Democrat cities; it's Uber in general.
In the
entire country.
I was trying to segue there.
Okay, yeah.
Well, something.
Yeah, so there have been, I guess, since the beginning of Uber, or was it in just 1 year? I didn't give any context there.
I think it was 1 year. This past year,
400,000 incidents of reported sexual assault.
Well, I wonder how many rides they do a year.
I don't think that's 1 year.
It can't be, right?
How many rides?
I thought it was like 130. Or I thought it was 130,000.
So it's got to be from the beginning of Uber, I guess.
How many rides a year does Uber perform?
I don't know.
Is it 10 million? Then 400,000 is a lot. But what percentage of their rides?
It was a shock. Well, that's a good point. If there's like 35 million Uber rides,
0.1%.
Right.
It's still a big number, but
that's a good point.
Percentage-wise of the rides.
So it says between 2017 and 22, more than 400,000. So that's
how many total?
Of 5 years.
Look at the numbers.
So how many total rides? Oh God,
6 billion trips in 2021, 7 billion in 22.
Right. Well, that's a low percentage.
That's a tiny percentage.
Do that math.
Oh, that is a tiny percentage.
It's okay then. All right.
Well, I think the way you could use that though is go.
Uber is very safe.
What is my chances of being sexually assaulted? Well, it's 0.05% of a chance.
Well, I mean,
I think it's less than that.
That's kind of like the senator.
I just threw something out there.
That's like the senator during the debate with Vice President. What's his name? J.D. Vance. She was just like, well, there's only a handful of these apartment complexes that are being taken over. There's only a handful of these. There's still assaults.
Right.
They're still taken over. This is the United States of America.
Right. How about
the hell?
How about Hillary Clinton and the Benghazi thing? What difference does it make?
Oh God, what a butt muffin. You know what? There's a reason why she didn't run again.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I think they realized that she had run her course.
Yeah. Well, she's toxic. And you know what? I heard something very interesting. Trump said in some conversation over the past week, he said, I'm not going to throw Hillary Clinton in jail. Why would I throw an ex-president's ex-wife in jail?
Right. Well, that would be smart.
Hold on. Did you hear what I just said?
Ex-wife.
Oh. Are they divorced?
Ex-wife?
No, they wouldn't get divorced at this point.
But I'm like, why would he say that?
I don't know. I never heard it.
That was...
maybe he got confused.
I mean, it's possible.
Was it AI that said that?
I mean, no, because
right?
I mean, it's possible. You never know nowadays. But it's just kind of an interesting thing that you know what? you don't know
He
anymore, man.
Well, he also pokes.
Yeah.
He also pokes. I mean, he's a troll.
Yeah.
You know, at the heart
It's
of
possible.
it.
He
You know,
is awful.
Did you see?
that.
Did you see the hat he was wearing when he was giving his press conference today?
No.
Instead of the "Make America Great" hat, it was Trump was right about everything.
God. He is so obnoxious.
And he was just, it was a big red hat.
Fuck it, man. You know what? Give it to him. I mean, look, the thing is, I could get behind him 100%. The only thing I can't get behind is listening to him.
I almost turned him out. Yeah, there it is. Trump was right about everything.
Oh God.
Yeah.
The FIFA thing.
when he talks, what the hell?
God,
is that
he looks
picture?
like an old lady there.
That's not him. There's something going on there.
Looks like he's got earring on.
No, there's some influence there from something. But there's
That's funny.
Yeah.
I will tell you, man. I mean, so what? He has his approval rating is what, 43%, right? I think is what the last number was. And we already know that half the country hates him, right?
Right.
Half the country loves him, half the country hates him. And I'm out in Albuquerque on a trip earlier this week, and I'm in a room full of coworkers, and somehow Trump came up, and I was jokingly saying, "Oh, well, Trump's all this and all that, right? Of course we all love him." And
right.
And it was basically me.
Everybody hated him.
Everybody in New Mexico was like, just try not to just come out of their skin.
Really?
I mean, but it's still in a joking way, because I was being super joking about it.
But how?
You know what I mean?
I don't get it.
They can't stand him.
Yeah, but
I mean,
to me, it's a level of immaturity. Look, even when Biden was in there, I mean, it's not like I hated Biden. I sat there. We sat there and we talked about the policies that Biden was
right.
pumping out. And look, it spoke for itself.
Right.
Everything spoke for itself. We didn't really. I mean, we don't care. It's just Trump is doing what he said he's going to do. He said he was going to do it, and he's doing it. Again, the only thing I can't stand is listening to him.
I know. Sometimes when he's on the news and he'll have a press conference, I could get in maybe 2 minutes, and I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah.
And just the way he talks, it just goes
yes,
like this
yes,
all over
he's
the
all
place.
over the place.
I don't need you planting a garden. I don't need you,
Yes,
Yeah.
and all of his tweets and all of his texts and all of his announcements on what's his Trump World or whatever his
our stock
platform is.
You can see that he lost New Mexico, so.
Oh yeah, for sure.
52-46.
I wonder why. Who's Chase up? Free New Mexico. They got, liberal?
Isn't Chase Oliver, isn't he a libertarian?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think he's a libertarian.
So I had a very interesting conversation with one of my coworkers this week, and she was asking, how can you possibly support a man who is just an absolutely miserable human being? And I think a lot of these people feel that way, right? So when you explain the derangement syndrome, right?
Did you ask what makes you think he's miserable?
Well, yeah. I mean, he had all these, 20 sexual assault claims against him. And, he's already convicted for the bullshit stuff in New York. I mean,
that just got overturned. Some of it did.
I know. So I knew all of this. And, and I have to just tread lightly to make it I don't seem like this, blind zealot. You know what I mean? But I'm like, so I'm trying to, counter these things. And I'm like, listen,
bitch.
And let me just be, let me lay it out for you. No, I mean, the bottom line was the person is never going to be perfect, and I don't care that they're not perfect. It is the policies, like we've always talked about.
Right.
It's 100% the policies. Now, we always talked about, I like Trump without the tweets, right? I like Trump without the text, right? And I think we would all agree with, just at some level, he is an immature 12-year-old bully. And I know we've had some differences on that.
No, he kind of is.
Yeah, I mean, he trolls and he trolls and he trolls and there's a level of immaturity there that's just strange to me. But I don't care, because he is doing the right thing for the country. He's
doing the right thing for the world right now.
Yeah, it's the policies
He's
that I care about.
Extinguishing wars that have been going on for decades.
So did you ask him to go, so you're against some of the really good things he's done. So you're against him, ending this war in Syria.
Right.
You're against, this whatever the things he's done here recently, they're good things, right? Do you agree that they're good things?
It's interesting because I tried to break it down to an issue level or
Right.
a plank of the platform level, right? And then, of course, what was being regurgitated is the stuff that comes from CNN and MSNBC.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, that's not true. That's not true.
Right.
They don't
what I
hear
mean?
it. They don't hear it though.
Yeah, then that's where the derangement syndrome
Yeah.
comes in. When you hate the person that much, you are not going to accept any good deed or smart decision or rationale that seems well thought out. You're just not.
Right.
You're not going to accept it. So there's not much you can do. TDS is an absolutely real thing.
It is. 100%.
I never thought it could possibly happen where people are that much
Yes.
out of their minds.
Yes.
And the anger's real.
And the funny thing is they think we're out of our minds.
Right.
Completely out of our minds.
Correct.
To just blindly, follow this, absolute despicable,
I hear
deplorable human being.
I read some of my friends I grew up with on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, and they're saying stuff like, "He is so gross. I
Right.
cannot believe what he's doing now."
Right.
Whatever it is.
Whatever
it's the common denominator. It just
He could be gross, whatever, man.
Like him going into
He's
DC.
orange.
So let's talk about, yeah. Orange is in now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about DC. All right. So DC had a serious crime problem. Even the police chief was, they were cooking the books on how bad the crime actually really was.
Yep.
They were underreporting crime or something. So it was, and they were like, oh, well, crime has gone down. And I'm like, crime being down from an absolutely astronomical, scary, unsafe level is still not a win. You know what I mean? Oh, it's down 13%. Yeah, but
all right. So instead of 50,000 people being murdered
Right.
last year, it's only 45,000.
right.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. So I was
We're
like,
down 10%.
yeah, I was like, no, you can't argue that point. You have to argue, is the city safe, right? And people living there would tell you, no, it's not, right? And so, boom, Trump brought in the military and the whatever else. And
Well, what he did is and that was the
National Guard.
That's what they were saying. They were saying, "Oh, you brought in the military." No, what he did was while these folks are out there doing the cleaning, like the Mr. Producer just had on that X video where people were down in DC and they were pulling like these tents, camp cities, and kind of pulling them and putting them in the dumpsters and putting them in
they're breaking up homeless. encampments.
The National Guard was there to provide support for that, so it wouldn't bog down the city.
like they
infrastructure.
wouldn't be attacked by the homeless people.
And I'm actually very pleased with this because I want to be in D.C. the end of October
Oh, it was all about Jeff's trip.
for 3 or 4
there you
days.
go.
Yeah.
And
Screw all those homeless people and all those.
well, it is, and I'm going to be down there.
That's going to affect your bringing your tent. You want to
I know they're
camp out outside of
they're going to kick
the
me out.
Lincoln. The Lincoln.
I was going to
Tower.
be right by the reflecting pool, take a
Okay.
shit in it.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
wow.
Jeez.
Okay.
This isn't the Million Man March. What
Yeah.
the hell's going on?
So-
yeah, you really
no.
have a different vacation plan.
Well, no, I'm glad because my wife's going to be running the marathon, the Marine Corps marathon, and I'm like, DC has gone downhill over the last several years, and she'd be out there. Granted, there's going to be security out the wazoo
Yeah.
while this thing's going on.
Yeah.
There's going to be a ton of people, but still, and I'm going to be roaming around trying to hook up with her.
You're going to be wearing
different
your
spots.
Trump shirt and your Trump hat
I'm
and
going to
your
wear.
red, white, and blue
I
shoes.
want to buy one of those. Trump was right about everything hat.
Oh,
Nice.
brilliant. I will tell you this.
But I'm excited that it's going
It'll
to be in
clean.
better shape.
Yeah, and if you factor in TDS, right, and the fact that they hate him about everything, now the optics of this is, oh my God, he's declared martial law in D.C., and he's bringing in the military, and he's, just basically squashing all of their rights. And
He's actually allowed to do this.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I know, but you see my point.
Oh, I know.
The optics of this don't look good.
But they said that he's got the authority to
Who
do it
cares,
for
though?
30 days. 30 days is the limit. So I'm kind of wondering.
They can
all right,
extend it.
well, that's the whole thing. Who has the authority to extend it and for what purposes?
Take a day off and do it another 30 days. I mean,
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I mean,
Well, that's what I'm trying to
you
get
can
at.
just do things.
Who does
you know?
know?
You can
Because,
do-
DC is a district of Columbia.
it is,
it
is
so
a federal
it's not a
district.
state.
There's
So-
there's no governor is
Well,
what the
that-
key is.
That's my point, is that if there's no governor, then you technically don't really have the law force that's there. It's not a state, so it's federally funded.
correct. Well, they
I think that factors into why he is able to do this.
right, and they also cut $1 billion out of the DC budget. So,
the local city council?
No, the federal government.
Oh.
Doge cut $1 billion.
Oh, because it's just general waste and waste.
Well, no, it was some of it, but some of it was for the police force and a bunch of things. So that's what some of them were kind of griping about. So they're going to.
So like you created this situation by cutting the funding.
Well, some of it. So I think I saw that they're going to start.
Look, there's
offering funds again.
There's nothing wrong
some money back
with
up
the National Guard stepping up and making a presence there.
Yeah,
you know, there's nothing wrong with that. It's, considering it's the district, it's our capital,
right?
And there are visitors there, and we want to dress for success.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what he wants. That's what he's like. We're gonna get rid of the graffiti. We're gonna fix your roads. We're gonna fix your overpasses.
Gonna fix the Smithsonian.
Come on, man.
Yes, unwokify.
Yeah.
Are you going to unwokify?
Are you going to bring back the Giants?
Well, then they're all bent out of shape. Going, why is he concerned about the Smithsonian, and why is he concerned about who's in the Kennedy? He should be focused on larger things. Why does he? That's not his job to be into that minutia.
I tell you what, he seems to have,
as he's extinguishing issues all over across the planet. Shut up.
I'm amazed that he seems to have the bandwidth to tackle. To put teams on all of this.
All of them.
I mean, I've never seen anything like this.
He's had
incredible.
4 years to stew. He's had 4 years of working with very, very smart people that have worked far in advance to figure out, to grab hold, have this bullet point list. These are the things we're going to tackle.
But even the stuff he didn't plan on, he can move so quickly.
Yes.
He doesn't care.
Also, he's got political capital to do it now because
people support him.
Next year, there'll be midterms. Who knows if he's going to have the people behind him to do it anymore,
Right.
That's
Get
just
it done
it.
now.
You know, the things that are happening this year with the tariffs, with the countries that we're negotiating with to stop the wars. You know, I mean, one of their big questions, like, what's going to happen when you are no longer in office? I mean, are you going to have some schmo come in here and just dissolve what you've done just because they hate you?
Oh, that's what always happens.
Potentially,
they're going to pass 200 to 300 executive orders to undo everything he did.
But
that's exactly what Biden did.
There needs to be a point where that needs.
Is there a person in there?
No. There's just belongings in there. But there needs to come a point where that we need to figure out how to not do that. I mean, if they want to go in there and change direction on something moving forward.
No, well, Biden did it last time.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's what he had.
He
did that 100+ executive. He didn't even know what he was fucking signing.
Oh yeah.
And undid the border, the fence, or the wall, or whatever.
What about the oil,
the pipeline?
The pipeline.
That was day one.
So and think about how difficult that is for companies to figure out what they're going to endorse.
Yeah, he limited LNG exports, and he didn't even know he did it.
Right, he didn't even know it. That's when Mike Johnson was in the...
Yeah, Mike Johnson was in there. Why'd you do this, sir? And he goes, what do you mean?
He was in the Oval Office, and he was like, I didn't do that.
That's crazy.
But think about this. If a company is going to invest $100 billion or whatever they invest in these projects just to have the next Democratic president or Republican president totally reverse course, they're going to be like, yeah, fuck it. I'm not taking the chance that something that takes longer than 4 years to do.
Right.
I mean, that's devastating for big, infrastructure projects.
Right. I wonder, again, we're still 3 years away, but...
Isn't that amazing how much he's got done in such a short...
9 months?
It's dizzying.
8 months?
3 years, 5 months left?
It is dizzying how much he's doing.
Well, the next presidential election, the Democrats are in disarray. Someone will step up. Someone we don't realize yet is going to step up, I think. But as far as Republicans...
it could be someone like Tulsi Gabbard.
Well, does J.D. Vance get the shoe in? Trump has said, I don't know. We'll have to find out.
I wouldn't read anything into that.
Yeah, I think a Vance Rubio ticket
would be nice.
Would be nice.
I kind of like
I think the
senator
runners
from South Texas, Ted Cruz.
I think the clear front runner is going to be J.D. Vance, of course.
Right.
I mean, he's going to try to position him for this.
And
he has been putting him front and center. Do you remember we talked about this years ago where we were like, whatever he does, he's got to put J.D. Vance. Don't hide him.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, he hasn't.
Because we want another 8 years after he's done here.
J.D. Vance is he's doing his own thing, but, for the first 2 months, J.D. Vance was doing a lot of talking. I mean, he's still doing talking, but it's different now.
It's good. No, we want him. We want him front and center.
Well, kind of like when the first time the Ukrainian president Zelensky was in there. Fucking J.D. Vance was like, "Look, bitch."
Yeah, he went off.
He fucking called him out in front of Trump. He was like, "You're not going to talk to my homie like that."
Right.
I'll take your little.
Yeah, he was the first one.
Hulk.
He was the first one to jump on it, and then Trump jumped on it after that.
I think J.D. Vance forced Trump's hand. Once J.D. Vance kind of lit him up, he was like, I think Trump was like, oh, okay, I guess we got to go there.
Here we go.
Let's go, bitch.
He pulled the pin. Let's go.
Exactly. It was a pin-pulling moment by J.D. Vance. I really believe that.
Right. Well, it was needed.
Yeah.
It was needed. He showed up in fucking sweatshirt and jeans.
Well, and I think,
and he was being a little bitch because the Democrats were still giving him a shit ton of money.
Yes, but I think they were frustrated because the first thing out of his mouth was, "I'm not giving up any land," and nothing's changed, guys. Nothing's changed. Zelensky in Ukraine does not want to give up any land in this war. So this peace that they're trying to work out is not going to stick.
Well, the thing is, Zelensky's like, all right, well, we're going to stop giving you our stuff, and they're going to take all of it.
Well, as soon as
that was Trump's angle.
Yeah.
As soon as Putin and Zelensky left this past week, I mean, fucking Putin that night just rattled off 250 rockets.
Yeah, Putin.
Boom.
Putin's playing. He's. You can't trust this guy at all.
Right.
And he's maybe talking out of one side of his mouth, and he's doing shit on the it's crazy. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think this.
Look at that knuckle.
What? What is this? This is Caroline Leavitt. Yeah. So we're looking at a picture. She's got one of these like TikTok stretchy thingies on, tops and bottoms, and you can see everything basically form fitting. You said moose knuckle. Looks like she's got a pack on the right there.
Yeah, it looks like. Yeah.
She's scoring. She gets like packing a Copenhagen.
Well, she's only
can
what?
Over there.
She's only what? 28, 29.
Yeah, she's young, but she has kids too and married.
She's a pretty.
She married an old guy.
She's a really pretty lady.
Yeah, she's attractive. She's smart as shit too.
She is so witty. Not witty. She can think on her feet. Like bam.
Fuck is that?
Okay, I don't know what's going on.
It's J.D. Vance waiting for Zelensky to show it gratitude.
But seriously, what do you guys expect Zelensky to do? I mean, the only way this war ends is if Putin gets what he wants, which is a land path, right? A land route down to Crimea. He gets Crimea. He gets the the path down to Crimea, which is Donbass and all those other border things that he currently is occupying.
Well, I think Zelensky is also under. He's in power until this war ends.
Yeah, because he declared
no
elections.
That's in the Constitution of Ukraine.
Right.
He didn't come up with that.
Yeah, well, he's already extended his time.
That's in the Constitution. When you're at war, there are
that's
no
what
election.
Yeah. So as soon as this war's over, you're right.
He didn't do it because he's not very liked by the folks, I think, of Ukraine.
No, because he's a freaking, he's a putz.
Yeah.
He's a putz, and he is a putz.
I mean, I think he cares about his country. And
everyone should care for their country.
Well, but I mean,
you don't get props for that.
I think he's corrupt, just like a lot of folks over there.
You think so?
Yes.
100%. Homeboy's got like so much money in the bank.
But I think he's done everything he can to try to stop this Russian invasion.
Well,
you know what I mean? So you got to give him props for that.
No, I do.
He didn't roll over.
But I don't think he's as nice guy as I think we think
I get
he
it.
is.
I hear what you're saying, Paul.
Yeah,
he's doing what he can, but at the same time, they tried to overthrow him. And they wanted other people in place.
Right.
Zelensky is an extension of what Biden left there.
Correct.
He's the shit that was on the toilet paper when Biden was done. And he needs to go away.
Yeah, we'll see.
Piece of shit. Speaking of piece of shit.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh.
Well, that's an interesting segue. I'm eager to hear what you're about to say.
Well, I said pieces. Thinking of pieces of shit. I think Paul picked this one.
Oh, God. I pick what?
Just playing.
We're talking about the bourbon?
I was trying to get another segue in there.
Segue.
Are you talking about the bourbon? That was the...
Yeah, the
good Lord.
This was the 1920
Old
Forester?
No. This is your standard Old Forester
Rye.
100-proof rye. Straight rye.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's very easy to drink. The color is chestnut.
Oh, I saw that too. I saw that. The hue is chestnut. Wow, I don't think we've ever seen that. Well, that's really that's fancy.
Yes.
He's such a fag.
What happened?
Look, honestly, the way Jeff's voice is great. Okay,
Oh,
he's got a great voice, but it tastes like that caught me off guard. I'm sorry.
But this is actually
It is.
This is actually not bad. I mean, it was what did it say? $23.
But look, this was one
Is
of
it
the first
really?
ones.
That's what it said. 23.
This is one of the ones that we
25.
first bought. This is
Oh,
one of
damn.
the I don't know who picked it actually. I mean, but it doesn't matter. This is one of the first ones we picked, and it was a rye, and we did not like it because it was a rye.
Probably. You're probably right.
You know, but we were like, fuck it, let's give it a shot. You know, it's because we bought one that's a bourbon and one that's a rye. They're both 100 proof.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, well, now it's not. You know, now that our taste buds have
Matured.
matured, and we become more of a steward, sommelier, or whatever you want to call it.
Right. So this is good. I mean, this is super easy to drink.
Yeah.
If you're looking to get into a rye, this would be a good one to get into.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's
It's
a
not.
good.
It's not
great choice.
spicy. It's not. It's. I think there's some sweetness on it. The first taste, I had a lot of tobacco.
Yeah. Oh, now it's just nothing but just sweet candy.
Yeah.
You know, Old Forester 100 proof Kentucky straight bourbon, known for their flavor profile featuring spicy rye, bacon spices like cinnamon, clove, sweet roasts of brown sugar, and ripe apple with hints of citrus, herbal spice, and a warm, dry, slightly peppery finish.
Wow,
That was
Wow.
I don't know where that accent came from.
that was your.
Is that Foghorn Leghorn?
Yeah, thank you.
Damn it! I said, damn it!
I said.
Now you're gonna
Scroll back up. The mash bill is what? 65% rye, 15% corn.
And
Oh,
20
there it is, right there. 20%
20%,
barley. Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Interesting.
Well, there you go.
Bananas.
Super easy to drink, very fun. Would not kick this out of bed, and moreover, I don't think I would mix this with anything.
No.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
there's
This
no
is-
sodas, no club soda, no
there-
water.
This is not a
not
mixer.
even a cube.
You could put a good. This would make a good Manhattan.
Yeah, yes, maybe. Yeah, but that's, I mean, if you were to put a freaking ice cube in this, you might as well put it in a huge ass thermos because
Yeah.
I mean, a big gulp is what I was trying to reach for because it's so easy to drink.
Yeah. There's no alcohol burn at all in this for me anyway.
Yeah, no.
And that's
It's 100 proof.
no, but that's kind of a problem too. You know,
It
I
is.
do like the burn a little bit, and
Well, it just means you just can't chug it like you can this shit. It's not as crushable. This is crushable.
yeah, there
Well,
you go.
and it says the finish, right? It lacks the depth otherwise found on the nose and palate. It's just not depth in the finish, which is kind of what you were saying, Sean. It's like there's an issue with the fact that it just there's no burn, there's no nothing.
Yeah, it gotta once you throw it back, you've got like 5 seconds of enjoyment and it
Yeah.
falls off.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
good. It leaves a little resonance back, like a little sweet, like caramelly apple in the back end, brown sugar, a little molasses, but it's very subtle and it ends.
Yeah. I think we need to dive more into these Old Forester because they make some really good stuff, and we don't have a lot of it out there.
There's
For some reason-
a lot of options on the
Yeah,
shelf.
for some reason, we really haven't gotten into the Old Forester game yet.
Yeah.
We need to buy some more. We need to get I think we have the 1910 or 20 out there, but they have several of them that.
Well, we need to get through the.
there's a whole bunch. There's like eight or 10 of them.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. We need to.
We have like, how many bottles do we have? Do you have in your advent calendar left?
Not many, maybe
like over 5,
No.
4 or 5, maybe.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
I have 5 or 6 bottles.
Yeah.
You know, so we're still good for 3 months.
Right.
For sure.
But you're right. I'd like to Chuck. Didn't you get an Old Forester for the pick for the?
That's
Yeah, I
good.
got the Prohibition.
He drank it.
You drank it,
I still got it.
Oh, great.
Son of a bitch.
He drank it that night.
Yeah. On the way home.
Chug.
he butt loosed it.
No, but the Old Forester stuff we've always liked. I think we have did we ever get the King Ranch? I don't think we did. I think we have the Statesman out there. I think we have either the 1910 or the 20 out there, and that's about it.
Yeah. I went to the distillery and I got the birthday cake and you guys didn't want it. So I just drank it.
Oh, is that where
what?
he went up and says, "Hey, I've got 4 of these bottles. No, give me that vampire one instead."
Oh,
Right.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
The brothers one.
Yeah.
Brothers Bond.
Yeah, give me that.
Give me the vampire one instead of this,
Give me
unicorn.
the one that was authored by Anne Rice.
Yeah. It's the kind of situation where you go to the distillery, right? And you ask the guy, yeah, do you have any of the birthday The birthday one, and they just kind of look.
They just roll your eye.
Like, are you serious? Because once a month they have a lottery system.
Oh yeah.
Where they give out one bottle to whoever's like literally there. I mean, it's just so dumb. It's so dumb.
It is. It is.
Anyway,
it's a nice bottle.
there it is.
Yeah.
Old Forester birthday bourbon.
It's not even
Very
priced.
squatty. Looks like one of those colonial 13th colony bottles.
It's kind of like you sit on it.
Oh,
Well, is that the way they do it over here?
Is that
at the,
Ooh.
that's what you see when you look at these
Well,
things,
it's
huh?
well tapered.
Wow.
It won't get sucked in.
You might get
God, you really thought through this.
Way.
That's great. You're like, oh wow, that's a nice bottle.
I have to include that in my downstairs collection.
Alrighty,
All right, what do we got going on? So we did talk about the Uber drivers, right?
we did.
Yeah, but we never got into exactly what types of assaults they were.
Well, you know,
Anything in the car.
I would take a lot of Uber when I was on business travel. They didn't want you renting a car. They just they had a deal, and I had
Right.
the app, and I logged in, and would just automatically charge.
And you're with your coworker,
Yeah,
and he just reaches over and gropes you,
it did.
and then boom, that's a sexual
I'm one
assault.
of those 400,000.
There you go, like over and over and over
Right.
again with the same guy.
But the Uber app has something that allows your friends to track you. That I can't remember what it's called, but
it's a good safety feature.
Well, I mean, obviously it won't stop anything from happening. But if you're like, they took an Uber to the mall, and I see that they're over here in McKinney instead, something's wrong.
And the car's not moving.
Yeah. So
And they're in like the mall parking lot after it's closed.
right.
You race over there. And as a matter of fact, there's a story just like that.
Follow my ride is what they call it. Yeah. So I never used it, but I saw it up there. It says you want to, use the follow my ride.
So
That's a great idea.
My brain immediately goes to this is a great idea, but there's consequences for sharing your information like that. So it opens you up to more susceptibility of people taking over your phone, taking over your credentials by sharing.
Well, you're sharing it with your wife or something
or
like
your
that.
parents.
Yeah,
or-
I guess like at Life 360. That's
Yeah.
kind of the same,
Same
thought
concept.
process.
Yeah.
You're not sharing it with just everybody. Here, look at me, but yeah, you're sharing it with specific people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
because
it's good.
that's there's a lot of people out there. They have what was the brothers that murdered their parents, and one of
Menendez?
them, the Menendez brothers.
Menendez.
Didn't they just one of them came up for trial? Like they were.
I think both of them came up. I think both of them. There was a judge out there or an attorney general wanted to relook at their sentence and was going to potentially let them out, but then he got voted out.
So there's
Oh,
a couple
bummer.
things. You have the Menendez brothers. One, all right. They failed to get out because they were kind of like, yeah, you guys are still kind of screwy, so we're going to leave you in there. But they're also the court hearing for the guy that murdered 3 or 4 people in Colorado. Was it?
I don't know.
Yeah, we do. It's
You talking about Idaho?
Idaho.
was it Idaho? The college
Yeah.
students he killed.
Oh, yeah, the
he's
Idaho
in jail
guy.
now.
Yeah, he is in jail,
And
but
he's getting like
But they released a lot of the documents of
Pegged.
their investigation, and it turns out that he was being looked at. He was identified as serial killer type. There has been some stalking charges from I think, was he like a teacher or
He was a
assistant?
student.
he was studying criminology.
Yeah.
He was a student, so he was stalking people in the school, and people pointed him out and reported him.
He was a weirdo, in other words.
Well, he went to University of Washington in Pullman, which is very close to the Idaho College.
Okay.
Right, it's like 30 miles away or something like that.
Okay.
So I think he'd go over there and do his little stalking, and that's where he killed all those folks was in Idaho.
Yep.
Right.
And I think it had to do with, he was weird. He was obsessed with kind of crime and serial killers. And if you watch the
Well,
documentary.
he did poor because they caught it pretty quick, actually.
Yeah. Oh, no. Well, he left the damn sheath of the knife.
Sheath. Yes.
Yeah. That's how they caught him. Anyway, but my point is, I think he was so fascinated with researching and studying these serial killers. He wanted to feel it.
Hold on.
He wanted to feel what it was like.
Can you pause for a second?
Yes.
Did you say sheath?
I
That's
did.
what I said, yeah.
Yeah,
Sheath.
you repeated it, but I was like, okay, what I missed that for a second. My wife had texted me, and I responded back, and then I heard sheath, and then I heard it repeated by you. What was the context of that?
So the knife.
Oh, okay. I'm
He's
back.
talking about his
Yeah,
penis.
yeah. No, it wasn't an African penis sheath.
Yeah.
Is that what you were? Yeah, like the long pointy things when they.
So,
Hey, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
so what'd you hear? What's going on with him in prison right now?
Yeah, so
Is he getting well known by the other men?
they're targeting him.
Yeah.
100%.
Like
As-
for
he's
sexual
he's
assault, or
Hey,
for
he's being
he's being groomed, huh?
Is he,
No,
is he
he-
getting passed around, or is he like for death?
it hasn't it hasn't gone well for him. That's all I know. And I think he was requesting a move, or was he
Like solitary confinement kind of a
he's
thing?
being taunted? Yeah, he's being taunted, which means they're starting to target him. Is what I'm saying.
Sorry.
They're starting to make life miserable for him.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
Sorry.
they've been heckling him through air vents day and night. Oh, poor guy.
He's confined.
Look. I don't.
He
wanna,
made his own bed. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't want to support him, but I don't support the things like that.
Oh, I do.
Why not?
Oh, he's getting his, man.
They're all bad guys in
He
there.
should have been.
I agreed.
He
I
should
agree.
face the death penalty.
Maybe don't murder. For
Yeah, he created his own destiny. No one else did.
Oh,
He did.
100%. I think it's great.
I don't care if they're
hopefully-
heckling him as long as they don't like physically
Oh,
do things to him.
I'd be okay with that too.
They will.
Well, I'm just thinking that we're in the United States, and I think that when you get away with stuff like that, then it's fucked up. Even guys like him need to be protected.
No.
He's a piece of shit. They should have just fried his ass. And
If-
been
if
done
we-
with it.
if
Yeah, well, that was
If we go to prison, we're going to get stuff done to us.
Yeah.
I'll go all
especially
Epstein
if
on
we kill
myself.
children, right?
Yeah.
And I know those weren't technically children, but they're being. You know how it happens
Oh, yeah,
when
well-
if you're a child molester or you
Oh, yeah.
kill children, the prison people don't like it.
Yeah, there's
The inmates don't like it.
a weird code
There really is,
that
and I think
they
they're
go by.
applying it to this guy.
Right.
Yeah, but well, whatever.
And
I mean,
I understand what you mean, Sean. It's almost like when we were doing the waterboarding with the terrorists. Like we should have a code of
there's
ethics.
a Geneva Code somewhere in there, or
Yeah,
Geneva
yeah,
Convention
yeah.
Code.
Yeah,
just-
I understand what you're saying.
Well,
we should be better than that, I guess.
well,
I don't
these
know.
guys are in prison for a reason for doing dastardly things. They're just doing it to another bad guy.
Right.
So
that's okay.
You're not going to reason with it. Go, well, you shouldn't be doing that. They're like, fuck you. I'm in here for life. I want to have some fun.
Yeah. What's the consequence?
Yeah.
for
What are
it?
you going to do to me? Then,
Right.
it's whatever.
You're gonna keep me in here for an extra day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
extra week, month, year. I don't care.
I personally think it's justice for
It's
him to be treated very poorly in the prison.
Well, I think of it as
So.
a deterrent. Prison is a deterrent.
It
for
should
me.
be.
I don't want to go, so I'm not going to do anything intentionally to get me to go.
That's a good point because I was thinking about it, and now I don't think I will.
Yeah. Well, he was. Well, he thought about it. He's like, I'm going to go
I
murder
was
these
really
people.
thinking about it.
You know what? Yeah, I was like, well, yeah, prison. Yeah, no.
But
never
did
mind.
it ever go through his head? If I get caught, I'm going to prison, and my butthole is going to be like really
extended?
extended. And I'm
Is
gonna-
that a thing though?
I think so.
I mean, I'm kind of curious. What's the percentage of people being anally seduced?
I think
is
a
that,
lot.
Is that can we ask ChatGPT that question?
How many male men?
How many male
men?
inmates?
How many men are raped
Are
every year
you
in prison?
guaranteed to
How many-
get butt raped if you go to jail? I mean, is that a thing?
I think it can be a thing.
I mean, of course
There
it
you go.
can be.
Shows widespread prison rape.
Oh, wow. And that's just the ones you hear about.
widespread.
Is it? What?
That's just the ones you hear about. Because think about it. If that happened to you, would that be the first thing you report?
Suggests that in 1 year alone, more than 70,000 prisoners were sexually assaulted or abused.
Wow.
Yeah, but isn't there like
1 in 20 being raped or sexually abused.
So you're saying there's a
that's
chance
a-
I won't?
It's a big number.
It's a very small chance. You want to play those odds?
No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, me neither.
I'll play the lottery first. Those are horrible odds. I will
Yeah.
not play those odds.
That scared me straight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it because I actually heard someone. I mean, I don't know if it's good or bad because women are like, well, we get raped. You don't know what it feels like. It's like, well, do you know how many men get raped every year?
Right.
A lot.
It's probably nowhere near.
But it's
the
in
amount.
prison.
Yeah, but they usually have Diddy parties,
It's in prison.
You're still getting raped.
like baby oil Diddy.
I'm not saying one's better than the other. It's just it's all bad. But
It's not gender specific.
I tell you
Correct.
what, that haunts me
correct.
is that audio clip of Diddy, Sean Puffy Combs Diddy, whatever the hell his name is, where he's doing something to somebody and they're crying, and he was like, "No, just take it all. Just he's like, get it all out, it all out."
Wow.
And they're just crying. And I'm just like, God damn.
Were we supposed to rate the Old Forester?
Oh yeah, we didn't do that. Did we?
100 proof Old Forester. I'm giving this a 4.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Below average.
Yeah, it didn't mark very high for me just because it doesn't taste bad. It just didn't taste enough.
I would give it slightly above average, so I'll go 5.5.
Yeah, I was right there. I'm around the 5.5 mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna get what I say 4.5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with that.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's not as bad as your 3.2 Eagle Rare.
It's a 3.8.
So you like this better than Eagle Rare?
Yeah, I do actually. I do, honestly.
All right. Well, there you have it.
Well, right on time.
Yeah.
You know what? I do like it. It is I did rate it a low, but you know what? It deserves it because it falls off really quick. I'm stuck with it.
Stick with it.
So it's our Friday night.
Our next bourbon, actually, it's not a bourbon. It has a set of nuts on it, so that'll be interesting.
Nice.
I'll be looking forward. I am looking forward to that, man.
You're looking forward to a set of nuts?
So, what do you think about doing a Friday night like once a month? Do you think this is all right? How's this sit with you?
Once a month is a little too often.
Once a quarter?
Every 5 weeks?
Ew, I like once a quarter.
Like quarter of a month?
No, quarter of a year. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. I mean,
are you serious?
No, the reason why... No, I'm not. Well, the reason why we did it this week is because I was traveling, and we were like, well, what if we try to reschedule this to the Friday? So I think we just continue to play it by ear, and yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to Fridays as long as there's not something going on.
Every now and then, it's kind of fun.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We can turn it up a notch, make the second half of the podcast a little bit different. But you know what? I think, I don't want to go back to the times where we're just getting fucking blown up.
Right.
But
we will.
Sometimes, I think it's warranted that we have one or two podcasts every other month that's we just get a little loose. And there can't be repercussions in the morning because we've got responsibilities.
Right.
Yeah, we do.
So, anyway, that's what I'm saying.
I hear you.
Chuck, thank you for staying on top of shit. It is August 22nd, the first half of our Dudes Like Us podcast. I'm Sean.
I'm Paul.
And I'm Jeff.